The Seahawks close out their preseason schedule Saturday against the Packers. It's the first time the Hawks will travel this year, and that could cause a distraction, especially playing at Lambeau Field, a place with so much history. But that's not what Pete Carroll wants his team to think about.
So let me say that I don't think that has anything to do with it. We're not approaching a game on the road like it's anything different. We have to make sure and get through it, and do all the traveling. There's some other things that happen to get there, but once we get to the stadium and we get team up going, we're ready to roll. So, but because people think like that, we have to get through that and make sure that we understand how that once you get on the field and you're going, it doesn't matter where you play or who you're playing. It's how you do, and so we'll see how that goes.
It's likely the final chance for Drew Lock to see extended playing time. He's completed 22 of 30 passes for 310 yards and 2 touchdowns in the last couple games.
He's been doing great. He's a great leader. He soaks up everything, that goes on in that QB room, and he's smart and he knows his plays and he knows ball.
I think he's really rolling. I think he's fine, and I can't wait to see him play again this week. And get out there and do it again. He's comfortable with it. He knows he's going out. He knows he's going to get some play time, and he'll be able to work his game. He's really impressive. He does great stuff every day on the practice field.
Different players have grabbed the spotlight throughout the last couple of weeks, headlined by wide receiver Jake Bobo.
Jake's flying pretty high right now. He's done great. He hasn't done just well in the few plays in the games. He's done well in practice throughout, and so he's been really steady. Like, it's not a surprise to see him play like that in the games. We're thrilled to see what would happen, because he's been making plays out here. He looks like he's part of the flow to me, and I don't see any reason why we would think different. He's consistent. He's tough. He's really, really smart and savvy.
And while preseason stats won't count when week 1 rolls around, first impressions of effort and intensity do. Zach Charbonnet has drawn praise from inside the running backs room for what he has done in the first 2 games as a pro.
Yeah, he's great. He came in and it seemed like he was like, he's on top of everything. He knows his plays, he knows what to do, and he runs hard, and that's exciting. He get me excited when I see him run, and I'm excited for this season to see what he does.
On defense, a newcomer and a couple familiar faces have filled up the stat sheets in different ways. They'll face a new test this week in Green Bay.
A little bit different offense, a little bit different style. They're going to have to adapt to some plays. It's a new game plan for them. We won't know what they're doing until we start playing, and so that challenges them to use the scheme and the system really well. BBK's done a nice job. He's back. He's back to playing football, and that's one major accomplishment. Patrick has done a nice job too, and Johnny Radigan, those guys have played, I think, exactly the same amount of plays so far, and so we'll see if we can kind of even that out again this game and give them every shot to show where they fit.
With Cut Down Day Tuesday, the deadline for every NFL team to trim its roster size from 90 to 53, Saturday is also the last chance for guys to make an impression on other teams in the league.
You're not just playing for this organization, you're playing for 31 or other organizations, and what you put on tape is what they're going to have. And, you can either continue your career and be 3, 4, 5, and 9 years like me, or it could go a different way. So make sure you put what you want to see on film.
The Seahawks have a chance at a perfect preseason record for the 4th time in Pete Carroll's tenure, 5th time in franchise history, if they can get a win Saturday in Green Bay. It is an early kick, 10 a.m. Pacific time. You can watch that game on King 5 or tune in and listen on the Seahawks Radio Network.